Hello, in this video I'm going to go over what happened in the last update, update 46, with the Slimecraw helm, and this is where they nerfed the crit chance amount from Slimecraw. It used to be 771 total critical chance, and they have nerfed it now to where it is now required to have the two piece to be able to get the extra critical chance. So what I'm going to talk about in this video is what that opens up for build compositions now. Now that the Slime Craw helm is a standard one line of 657, what that opens up is now you can choose different monster helms to put on your build, which will also open up your ability to wear sets on specific builds. So I'm going to get into it right now. Slimecraw is still a very good helm to run. You probably already got it built on most of your DPS characters because it was for the long time the meta because it provided the most critical chance in a one piece. And it kind of sucks that they did nerf it, but now that they've done that, you can pretty much replace this if you want to. What I would recommend doing is you go to City of Ash, and you get Valkyn Skoria, and you can use this as your one line of pen that you need to help your team get to pen cap. Because in most the easiest way, as I've done in my penetration video, look into that if you haven't watched it. You at least need one line of penetration from a set in order to make sure that your team can easily make the crit cap without needing to use any extra sets like Crimson Oath or Alkosh or anything like that. So if you run, for example, Valkyn Skoria as your monster set, then you don't have to worry about your two 5-piece sets having a line of penetration. So, for example, if you wanted to run Deadly Strike, which is extremely powerful on beam builds and any damage over time build, really, Deadly Strike is a medium set out of Cyrodiil, and you can get this in Bruma, which is the northern town. I recommend buying it from the vendor that's actually in town. Don't buy them at the base if you need to buy pieces for this, or you can get it on traders. But this does not have a line of pen on it. And so this set you would have to pair with another 5-piece set, like, for example, Ansul's Torment from Sanity's Edge has a line of penetration. Well, what if you don't really want to wear that set? What if you want to run Coral Riptide? Well, Coral Riptide doesn't have a line of penetration. It has two lines of critical chance and a line of weapon damage. Well, if you run Coral Riptide with Deadly, then you're gonna be under pen in your situation. So what you can do is, instead of running Slimecraw, you can run Valkyn Skoria instead, because that'll take care of your one line of pen, and that frees up your ability to swap in 5-piece sets that don't have a line of penetration on them. For example, one of the changes they are going to do in the upcoming update, in update 47, is Kind's Aegis. They are changing Yandere's Might. The line of penetration that is on this set for the perfected version is changing to weapon damage. Now, I feel like this set is going to be extremely powerful in the next update because they're also reducing the amount of stacks that you need to have in order for it to max out. They're changing it from 10 stacks to 5 stacks. And so it's going to have a heck of a lot more weapon damage on this. It's going to have 3 lines of weapon damage when you have the perfected version. And then on top of the reduction in stack requirement, It's also going from 410 maximum damage to 430. So this is going to be, I believe, one of the strongest sets to run in a trial. And then the problem is you don't have a line of penetration. Well, how you fix that is you go in and you run Valkyn Skoria, and then you can run Deadly and Yandere's Might. Um, Another one you could run is Null Arca. Null Arca is good for boss fights because it's a single target killer basically, but it doesn't have a line of penetration. So if you were to run Null Arca, you would have to switch from Deadly to, for example, the new uh, the Tideborn Wildstalker set, the craftable set. The new medium set out of Ossian Cage, I have not farmed that trial yet, but that does have a line of pen on it. So if you want to use this set, then you don't need to run Valkyn Skoria. You can go switch back to any critical chance helmet. You could run, for example, if you don't want to run Slimecraw, you could run Zaan's has a line of one pen. Also, I believe Archdruid. No, Archdruid is a penetration. So Archdruid is another option if you don't want to run Valkyn Skoria. But that's something to think about. You want to make sure that you have at least one line of penetration from somewhere. And so switching that monster set from a crit chance now instead of, or I should say, switching it from critical chance to the penetration will kind of open up the opportunities to run different sets while still being under the pen cap, or I should say over the pen cap, so that you can still make sure that you're penetrating properly. Another one for ad pulls, for example, is Zaan's Torment. You could run this with Valkyn Skoria, and you'd still be under the pen cap, which is, I should say, over the pen cap. Keep saying that wrong. But that's something to think about and something to try out and kind of mess around with. Opens up some build opportunities there. So it's not all bad that the crit chance got nerfed on the Slimecraw. It only ended up being, I think, maybe 1.5%, if that. Wasn't very much, but give that a try. See what you can come up with. Thanks for watching. Check out my channel and go onto my channel and check out my playlists that I have on there for other content. I have it all separated by subject, so check those out and see if you can find any other videos that you might be interested in. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks. Bye.